Hello and welcome to the Red Fox Report presented by the Marist Center for Sports Communication. I'm Robert DeFelice.
And I'm James Howard.
And we got action coming to you from women's basketball, men's basketball, baseball, and women's lacrosse.
We're going to start down in Atlantic City where the women's team was in the first round of the MAC tournament taking on Ryder. Early on in the game, Michaela Firebaugh gets things started for the Bronx, one of 8 threes for the game for Ryder. Now at the end of the first half, Amanda Mobley drives down the lane and lays it in to beat the buzzer. Mobley with a game-high 20 points. This time, though, she would be stripped, and Morgan Tompkins would go coast to coast to lay it in to beat the third quarter buzzer, pulling Marist to within 8. Fourth quarter now, Marist down 3. Kiara Fisher dishes to Kaden Cunningham, who bangs home the 3. Tie game. Marist erasing a 13-point deficit. But it would not stay tied for long. Mobley drives and gets the floater to go. Ryder starts now on a 12-0 run to put this one away. Mobley putting the finishing touches on it with a pass to Victoria Toomey, who lays it in. Ryder defeats Marist 63-50 as Brian George's coaching career comes to an end.
And now we jump over to men's basketball as the Red Foxes are visiting the Jaspers of Manhattan to close out the regular season. We're starting things off at the 19-minute mark in the second half. Isaiah Brickner finds Javon Cooley for the wide-open 3. Marist takes a 35-30 lead. Now 30 seconds later, Noah Harris in transition decides to take it himself for the deep 3, and he's able to send it home. Marist goes up to a 38-30 lead as they go on a 13-2 run. Now with 2.5 minutes left in the game, Marist up big. Patrick Gardner finds a wide-open Javon Cooley, who is able to slam it down, giving Marist a commanding 22-point lead, and they go on to win 81-58. The Marist baseball team had a rough outing as they traveled to Williamsburg, Virginia, to take on William and Mary. The Red Foxes dropped all 3 games of the series. The first was by a score of 4-16, the second by a score of 1-10, and the third was a devastating blowout of 33-5. The Red Foxes' next outing will be in Johnson City when they visit East Tennessee State University.
Over to lacrosse, Sophie Shearbow and Merrimack take on Kelly Trotta and the Red Foxes, both teams looking for their first win of the season. Starting in the fourth quarter, Marist leading all game. Freshman Caitlin McNaboe takes it in for her first collegiate goal. Marist up 13-8 early in the fourth quarter. 3 minutes later, Marist still up. It's going to be Olivia Arnson. She finds a cutting Carrie Gutenberger, who puts it in for her 5th goal of the game. This was her first hat trick of the season, and she tacked on 2 more for that. Marist up by 5. Just under 4 minutes to go. Marist still with the lead. Arnson once again finding the open cutter. Kelly Trotta with her 5th goal of the game. Marist goes on to win 16-12 and picks up their first win of the season. For Robert DeFelice, I'm James Howard. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Red Fox Report presented by the Center for Sports Communication.